Okay, we have Jace Roberts, number 4, is starting quarterback. We've got number 20, Paul Biggs, is starting fullback. Cliff Morgan is starting at tailback, number 24. Number 82, Sean Williams is at flanker. Number 7, Adam Cordell is slot. A.C. Pilgrim is the left tackle, number 70. Number 60 is the left guard, John Skinner. We got Brandon Padgett playing center, number 50. 74 is right guard, Zach Henderson. Jonathan Reddick is the right tackle, number 66. And at tight end, we have Brandon Bradford, number 44 at tight end.
Brandon Bradford, they've been trying to find a place for this kid. He's a big kid. He's a big, stout sophomore. Goes about 235, 240, I believe, what we got him listed at. They've had him at defensive end. Coach Hart said that we do need him. And Coach Baker said we do need some help at that tight end. Brandon has shown that he can block, and we hope Brandon can step up. This is a chance to stand up out there as a freshman and be counted.
And Ron, we're going to start off on defense tonight, so why don't you go ahead, set that Malvern defensive lineup.
Across the line, we're going to start off with that big old Landon Petty defensive tackle. At the other defensive tackle will be Tim Callison. Our defensive ends are going to be Brian Hunter and Jonathan Reddick, and Reddick's one of these kids that will really smack you. Our outside linebacker is going to be Justin Simmons. And Munzel Davis will be another outside linebacker. Munzel's one of these kids that loves to put on pressure, loves to get after you. Cornerbacks are going to be Sean Williams and Kari Monroe. And Kari's the one to really put a hit on the kid at one of the Monticello kids at the scrimmage last Monday night. Chase Thornton's going to be the strong safety. And OKB, Kevin Bryant, number 2, is going to be our free safety. We expect to see Kevin on both sides of the ball tonight. We're going to start him at, he'll play some wide out, play some receiver. He's one of these kids and Coach Hart knows that you've got to have this kid on the field, but it's going to be those things, kind of spot playing, and see how we can do it.
Set deep for the Ricebirds, number 3, Keldrick Smith, a 5'10 senior, and number 6, Morgan McDonald, a 5'10 sophomore. The Leopards kick off, the ball goes out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. The flags go flying, and not the start that the Leopards wanted.
Well, Mike, they were trying to kick it in the dead zone. That's between the deep people and the front. That's not a bad decision, but it just rolled off the kicker's foot and kicked it a little bit out of bounds. So
I guarantee,
unfortunate.
I guarantee you, being at practice, we've got kids that can really kick the ball off, and like you say, that was definitely a call play.
Yes, it was. It was, and that was a planned play.
Yes,
I mean, it would have worked if they had hit it a little bit closer in the inbounds.
And the Ricebirds break the huddle, ready to start off the game. Number 5, Freddie Dancy, 5'11 senior, 195, steps up under center, and the Ricebirds are ready to kick off the 2002 football season. A give on the right side, a little bit of running room, maybe 3 yards. Gets up to about the 43-yard line.
Big old number 13, Jaquail Sims, a junior, 5'10", 220 pounds. Big old fullback, took a quick hitter. The Leopards were there. This multiple offense, that was a real tight formation they came out and won it, Johnny.
They sure did. They ran that fullback on the right guard. That right guard is Brent Helms. He's a preseason All-Arkansas team. He looks like a big, strong kid.
That's the one Landon Petty's lining up against, and we expect that to be a battle tonight.
Dancy back up under center. Once again testing that right side of the Leopard defense. Gets up to about the 45-yard line.
Kevin Bryant was in there real quick from his safety spot along with number 2. That is Kevin Bryant. And number 6, who is our number, is Justin Simmons. They were in there quick, giving some support to our linebackers.
That was a great defensive play. That was only a 1-yard gain, so the defense really held on that play.
We're sitting here at 3rd and 4, and Stuttgart's got the work cut out for them.
As Ron said, 3rd down and 4. The Ricebirds at their own 45. Dancy under center, looking to throw to the right side, throws into the flat, complete. Tackle made at about the 50-yard line.
It's a nice pass, a little curl out. The wideout went out, curled, got to the first down marker, and we made a good sure tackle there. Old number 44 is in there. That's Brandon Bradford. Looks like Brandon's going to go both ways. We're going to go ahead and start him at tight end. He's out there defensive end tonight.
The Ricebirds coming back up to the line of scrimmage. Wide out to the near side. Dancy up under center. Another give right up the middle. Not much running room.
Dancy's taking a fake. Faked the big old fullback, drew everybody in, and took out around that right end, and we made a saving tackle. Number 21, that's our Kari Monroe.
Dancy, he read the play well. It looks like the tackle shifted in and tackled the fullback. He pulled it out and ran it around the corner for a good gain of about 12 yards.
Well, they definitely had me fooled on that one.
It was a great fake.
Split to the right side, wide out towards the press box. Dancy up under center once again. Motion. Looks like Dancy's going to keep this one again. Big gain down to almost the 20-yard line.
That's that same option they're running, that big old fullback in there, and our linebackers have got to honor the fullback, watch the fullback, but we're going to have to get somebody on Dancy. We're going to have to put a spotter on Dancy where he goes tonight, looks like.
The Ricebirds on the move early in this one. 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Dancy steps back under center. Wide out to the near side, split to the right. Dancy takes a snap. It's like a give to the fullback, not much running room there. Picks up 1, maybe 2 yards.
That was just a turnaround, giving it to the fullback. It was straight up the middle. The quarterback spun around, and they were heading to the right. Still right over Brett Helms, the all-state Arkansas player.
We're still looking at the big number 3 back there. He's Kendrick Smith, a senior, 5'10", 185. This kid's supposed to be able to go, and we'll just see what happens. Well, they got number 13 back here dotting the I now, Jakeem Sims. He's a 5'8" junior.
Dancy steps back to pass, looking now. Got a little pressure. He's going to scramble. Rolls to the right side. Got a little running room there. And he is brought down.
We had him
about
in the
10-yard line.
Yeah, we had him in the background. Landon Petty and Brandon were both back there, Brandon Bradford, and it was just one of those situations. You just don't follow up and make that one tackle, or we've got him for a 3 or 4 yard loss.
You can't take the fake, and that's what we kind of went for. And then he darted to the outside, and he scrambled for a big gain.
Yep.
8:55 left in the first quarter. Dancy up under center. 1st and 10 for the Ricebirds. Once again, the give to the fullback.
Right there, standing right in his face, big old number 67, Landon Petty. I mean, he didn't give him an inch.
That was a great play. He pinched inside, and Petty, he just tackled him right up, head up.
So Leopard defense trying to shut down the Ricebirds as they have traveled deep into the red zone.
Leopards need to make a stand here, Michael.
Twins to the right for the Ricebirds as Dancy is set to take the snap. Looks like a give to the tailback. That's number 3 you just mentioned, Ron.
Kendrick Smith, 5'10" senior. They've got him listed also as a quarterback, but he's back there as a tailback. They're running a split back, and there was a big hole for him, and went back, juked our D-back, and went in for what, about,
10 yards.
10 yards.
10-yard touchdown there, Kendrick Smith. The Ricebirds set now to kick the extra point. That's number 63 for the Ricebirds. Scott Lambert, 5'11" sophomore, 195. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Ricebirds now lead 7-0 with 8:06 left in the first period of play. The Ricebirds lead 7-0. They took the opening drives 60 yards.
Sean Williams is deep to receive the kickoff. Hopefully we can get something going, Michael.
Well, Malvern now gets the chance to come back on the Ricebirds. The kick is away. Williams comes up to take it. Running to the near side, gets across the 20, the 25, just short of the 25-yard line where he's brought down, and that's where the Leopards will start 1st and 10.
It looks like we had a hold down here on about the 20-yard line. It looked like Kevin Bryant had a held of one of the players, and we might have a setback right off here on the kick.
Yeah, that was one of those unfortunate situations there. The play had already passed, and it was behind the play, and that's just first game jitters. We'll be all right. KB will be okay.
It's always hard on kickoff return, that whenever you're trying to go down and block somebody, you're holding them, and it's just always tough to release. You cannot hold on to a player, but it's just a minor setback right off the top, but hey, we'll get things going right here.
We'll get going.
Penalty moves the ball back just inside the 9-yard line for the Leopards. And they will start 1st and 10 there. Jace Roberts, once again, your quarterback for the Leopards. Looks like Cliff Morgan in the backfield. Roberts takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's got pressure, looks deep, and gets hammered as he tries to throw it.
He was trying to get the ball down to KB. KB had double coverage on him by number 24, number 12 of the Ricebirds. If Roberts gets that ball off, KB could have gone to it, I think. It's one of those you never know.
He was past the secondary. He was wide open, I believe. Wasn't he, Ron?
He looked wide open, and he was breaking away from him. And Jace Roberts has another half a second, and that's a long gainer.
Wide left split to the right for the Leopards. They will line up on the near hash mark. Jace Roberts takes the snap. The give to the fullback Morgan. He's not going to get much. He gets up to about the 10-yard line.
Runs into big old number 64, 5'11", 235-pound senior Greg Yarborough, big old defensive tackle out there.
3rd down and 9 for the Leopards. 7:26 left in this first period. Entering the game for the Leopards, number 9, Daniel Smith. We have twins left now for the Leopards. Stuttgart shifts over to the far side. Roberts ready for the snap. Pitch to Morgan on the far side. He's got a little bit of running room. Closes quickly. He gets to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that's the speed of the Ricebirds that Coach Hart was talking about. Like you said, Michael, he looked like he had a hole, and all of a sudden there's 3 Ricebirds there to plug it just about the time he turned up. Hey, it was positive yardage. We picked up 5. Only problem is we didn't get 5 the other 2. We're going to be forced to punt the ball.
4th down and 5. The Leopards set to punt.
I believe on that play that the Ricebirds overshifted, and they were definitely on the strong side of the field.
That's one thing. That's what you have to be careful of, because they will switch. And if you shift into their strengths, you don't have any place to go.
That's right.
Looks like number 1, Seth Capps, is back to receive the punt for the Ricebirds.
And for the Leopards, Adam Cordell handling the punting duties. There was a whistle.
Delay a game against Malvern.
Going to set Malvern deeper on its own end of the field. Penalty moves the ball back to the 9-yard line. So plenty of room for young Adam Cordell to boom one out of his own end zone.
Cordell's been kicking real well in practice. He gets one off like he has in practice. It'll come off the side of his foot, but that'll be positive. Good bounce, bounce, nice roll.
Roll takes the ball down to the Stuttgart 48-yard line, where they will take over 1st and 10.
That's a nice weapon. Cordell used his boot to get us out of a hole there.
That's approximately about a 55-yard punt.
Yes,
there.
it was.
And the referee spots the ball
On the Ricebird 48, Mike.
So Leopards once again looking to stop this juggernaut Ricebird offense. Made some good yardage in that first drive. Maybe the Leopards picked up something there. Dancy once again back up under center. Ricebirds running out of the I formation. Not much room there to give to the tailback. He's brought down at about the line of scrimmage.
Big old Brandon Bradford got an arm on him as he went by, and right there to finish it off, big old number 33, who is our, I'll get it in a minute there,
Monzel Davis.
Monzel Davis.
Daryl Baker brought the outside linebackers on that one. That was a straight eye. They were trying to just run the eye straight up the middle, and both of our linebackers on the outside come in on a blitz and had a great play on the tailback.
Once again in the eye. The give to the fullback, number 13 for the Ricebirds. Fumble out of the play. Still on the ground, still scrambling. The Leopards think they have it, and they do.
The Leopards fumble. Looked like the tailback broke through the line. I couldn't tell, Johnny, if he got hit or was trying to shake. I think
He got hit.
Got hit.
Somebody come up and popped him one good one, and the ball popped out.
Looked like he was trying to change the ball around, but he got a lick laid on him, and he went one direction, and the ball went the other.
Actually, it looked like he was trying to run over somebody. Instead, somebody ran over him.
It was a collision. We won there.
Roberts and company once again get the opportunity to move the ball down the field and look to tie things up here in the first period. There's 5:27 left in the first quarter. Roberts up under center. Takes the snap, give to the fullback Morgan. Not much running room there. He gets a half a yard.
Big Mr. Helms, he was in the backfield by the time he got the ball.
Yeah.
No running room.
Greg Yarborough was there too. It was a big play on him. It was there wasn't much room to go anywhere.
Might have to try some trickery before this game's over with to get a little yardage.
You know, there's a lot, bringing that up, there's a lot of things we didn't show them at War Memorial. We got a shotgun, we've got multiple wideouts. We're still playing it pretty close to the vest.
Speaking of multiple wideouts, Leopards run twins to the far side to Roberts' left. Roberts takes the snap, gonna run the option, decides to keep it, gets across the 40 to the 41, gain of 2 on the play. Third down, and looks like it's going to be about 7.
Keeping them honest. Brad Helms is in there again on that 6'3", 295-pound defensive tackle. That's a lot of man out there.
Adam Cordell brings the play in for the Leopards. 4:20 here left in the first quarter. Once again, twins left for the Leopards. Roberts up under center. Fakes to the fullback, give to Morgan up the middle, gets a little running room, he fumbles. Ball still on the ground, and it looks like the Ricebirds have it. So the Leopards and Ricebirds exchange fumbles, and the Ricebirds get another good opportunity inside.
Honestly, that looked like a positive play by the Leopards. They faked to the fullback running one way and ran with the tailback going the other off the guard, and that play would have worked. We almost had 5, 6, 7 yard gain right there.
Yeah, it was going for positive yardage, and the Ricebird put his helmet right on the ball, and it was a good, clean, hard hit, and ball went one way, and Cliff went the other.
Once again, Dancy in the shotgun, straight draw. He's going up the middle, gets hit, breaks a couple of tackles, up to about the 32-yard line of the Leopards, and that's going to be a first down.
You can't just hit him. You've got to wrap up, and he just rolled off about 2 of the Leopards, and I think from here on, I think we better start wrapping up.
Yeah, our safeties had to make that play, Kevin Bryant and Justin Simmons, and once that quarterback on a quarterback draw gets back into your safeties, you know, they're the last line of defense.
Dancy comes up under center. Keldrick Smith at the tailback. Correction, he's in the shotgun. Flags on the play. Johnny, did you see a little motion along the line?
It looks like a little movement on the left guard, I think.
Left guard raised his head up, and it looked like the right tackle out there, big number 61, David Vester, stood up before the play started also. So this is break the Leopards. Maybe we can get a stop here.
Penalty moves the ball back.
Boy, Dancy looks quick tonight. I think that we just got to contain him. You cannot let him get out of the pocket. We got to just stay put and get our troops there to contain him for one.
Penalty moves the ball back to the 37-yard line. It's first down and 15 for the Ricebirds. Dancy up under center this time. Give to the fullback. He powers his way still up to around the Malvern 33-yard line. A lot of power displayed on that run, Ron.
That was a hard run. I tell you what, that's a 5'7", 185 junior, Kendall Griffith. And I mean, big number 20, he just wasn't going to go down. It looked like he had a half a dozen Leopards on his back. And it's, again, Johnny, we're going to have to make crisper tackles.
Right, Ron. You know, whenever a running back, in any case, if they keep their feet moving, they'll just push the pile. They'll push the pile until somebody gangs tackle and takes them down to the ground.
Jaquan Sims is the fullback for the Ricebirds. Give to the tailback this time. Loses the ball once again. The Leopards all around it, and they cover it. at about the 15-yard line.
Okay, Johnny, who hit him that time? That was a big
number
hit.
21.
Oh, listen.
That's Mr. Monroe.
Corey Monroe.
Corey hit him as hard as he hit the kid at Monticello last Monday, or a week ago Monday night.
Oh, yes, sir, they gave us it.
Well, I tell you what.
I'm not sure what the discussion was there, fellas. It looked like a clean fumble, and there was nobody around the ball except for orange helmets.
The way that kid in at 160 pounds, and I believe that's all he's got, and he's got some sand in his pocket too. But he hadn't hit 8 ton.
He came with 160, I'll tell you that, and he popped him good.
He may have had to borrow 5 or 6 pounds from somebody else, but he got there with a full load of 160, Johnny.
Actually, Ron, I believe that because in high school I was 6 foot 180.
Yeah.
Shrunk 2 inches and dropped 30 pounds. Jace Roberts takes over once again for the Leopards. 1st and 10, a pitch to the near side. Morgan has a little bit of room, makes a good cut, gets to about the 29, 28-yard line. Flag on the play. Looks like probably a face mask, Johnny.
Looked like they were grabbing for everything, Johnny.
They were scratching and clawing for the ball, and I think somebody grabbed his face mask while they were doing it.
That was a nice. Our end took the defensive end back. We pinched the tackle. There was a nice hole through there.
That time we used our speed to get around. That time we come out and kicked out the corner, and Cliff Morgan broke it out a little bit on the outside after he got past the corner and made about a 10-yard gain. Now they're going to tack on another 5 for the face mask.
That run, along with the penalty, gives the Leopards their first down of the night. Of course, fumble stopped that last drive a little bit prematurely. Ball now on just shy of the 35-yard line. Leopards breaking huddle.
Stuttgart still running that multiple defense. They're jumping the linebackers around the corners around.
Wideouts to either side. Roberts up under center. Give to the fullback. Not much running room. Picks up 1, maybe 2 yards.
Big old number 13, Jet. I'll get this name right. Jaquin Sims, Jaquin Sims, big 5'8" junior, 220 pounder was in there, and this kid come with a load too.
Well, the Ricebirds tonight are running a 5-2 defense. That's 2 linebackers and 5 down linemen or 5 men on the line of scrimmage, and there's a lot of men right up on the Leopards tonight.
You know, at one time that we prepared for a 4-4.
Roberts takes the snap, looking to throw to the far side. Looks like it was a timing play that the timing was a little bit off. That pass intended for Adam Cordell on the far side. He was matched up one-on-one with the corner.
Cody Starks, 6'2", 200 pounder. They've got him listed as a center or an offensive lineman. These kids are versatile. He got out there and actually bumped him, held him up at the line. That was a timing pass, and Cordell couldn't get loose to get out to his to where the ball was going to be thrown to.
Once again, Cordell to the far side. Tobias to the near side for the Leopards. Roberts up under center. Takes the snap. Fake to the fullback. Gives to the tailback. Morgan, not much room. He fights and almost gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a big 3rd down play. We were sitting there at 3rd, 8.5, 3rd, 9. Leopards going to have to punt the ball again. We get another way, one of those 45, 50-yarders, we can pin them deep, guys.
Well, a little bit more success there for the Leopards. Had a good run. Picked up a 1st down, aided by a penalty. Johnny, it looks like Roberts, they're not really giving him many opportunities to throw. Are they trying to protect their young quarterback?
Well, you never know at this time of the year. You know, sometimes you can sling it out there and let the kids try to run under the ball, or you try to spot pass.
Right off for the Leopards. The Ricebirds pick it up. That's number 1. Breaks a couple of tackles and then gets drilled. Seth Capps for the Ricebirds.
He ran right into Cliff Morgan. Cliff was the safety valve on that play, and he put a classic tackle on. Y'all watch this ball game tomorrow. 56 seconds left in the 1st quarter. You watch Cliff.
24 just laid into that guy. Just ran the ball. I mean, popped him good.
You know, and things like that, Johnny, you know, playing, it can get contagious. A good hit, a good hard hit, it can show the other kids what we can do and get them fired up.
Penalty against the Ricebirds on the play. It looks like maybe an illegal block as they take it back about 10 yards. Ball spotted on the 39-yard line. Still in the first quarter, 56 seconds left.
And we're still in the dark.
Yeah, we've been looking for the light switches, gears rustling around. So if we don't find a number, you'll understand why. Dancy up under center, fakes to the fullback, fakes to the tailback. He scrambles to his right, being chased, lets it fly, and he found a man down to the Leopard 40-yard line. First down for the Ricebirds.
That's Cody Starks again that caught that pass. Johnny, that kid can do about everything on both sides of the ball.
He was wide open. He ran out in the flat to the right. Of course, Dancy, he was scrambling over to the right and found him wide open for another 15-yard gain.
Yeah, because Brian Hunter, big on number 63 Malvern, was putting a lot of heat on him, but that just shows you the speed and the arm strength this kid's got, because he threw that ball a strike while he's running.
Yeah, he was throwing it across his body, Ron.
Yes,
he was. You've got a lot of arm strength whenever you run into the opposite side of the field and you sling it to the across your body like that.
Dancy once again up under center, gives to the fullback, picks up about 5 yards. He's met quickly. It's going to be second down and 5 for the Ricebirds. I'm sorry, Ron, go ahead.
Yeah, Eddie Callison came up, number 31, came up there from his defensive stop and help make a stop there. Again, they're just going to, looks like they're going to run that fullback up the middle on us guys until we just show them that they can't do it.
You know, Dancy, he's reading every play correctly. I mean, he's pretty impressive tonight.
You can tell he's been in this system a while, and looks like they're going to, this is the end of the first quarter. We're going to have a message from our sponsor, and we'll be back for the second quarter shortly.
For the first time in the history of Orr's Furniture in Malvern, will be closed on Saturday. Now, why would we close on the busiest retail day of the week? Because we need time to prepare for the biggest Bassett Factory authorized sale ever starting this Monday. We'll be busy marking down every item on all of our showroom floors in observance of the 100th anniversary of Bassett Furniture Industries. Bedroom suites, dining room suites, sofas, chairs, recliners, bedding, living room tables, entertainment centers, everything is included. Sale starts Monday at Orr's Furniture, Main Street, Malvern.
If your business has outgrown its current location, check with the professionals at McClure Real Estate. A long list of commercial real estate locations await your inspection. Locations for sale or locations for rent. Both are available all over our area. Call them at 332-2777. They'll have what you're looking for. That's McClure Real Estate. Locally owned and locally operated. 332-2777. Serving Malvern area for almost 50 years.
Hi, this is Tony Warner from Malvern National Bank, a real community bank. We're working to make your banking as simple as possible. You can now bank from the comfort of your home on your PC with M&B Bank's Access Link. Transfer funds, check balances, pay all your bills through the optional bill pay service. No more checks to write, no more postage stamps to buy. We do it all. It's at www.mnbbank.com. It's just part of Malvern National's commitment to our customers. M&B Bank's a real community bank and proud to sponsor these Leopard football broadcasts.
It's fall, it's cool weather. Your mind thinks of a lot of things. Football, and maybe it's time for a new automobile or to trade that jalopy off. I'm here with Mr. Teeter Chevrolet Olds, and he's got some words for you.
Yes, sir. We've got the words and we've got the product. We've got probably over 500 units out here, and I'm looking at a sea of cars. I've got all kinds and creeds and colors of vehicles, all type of sport utilities. We have the high-dollar European cars, the Maximas, the Mazdas, the Lexus, just whatever you want in the high-dollar European cars, and the all-popular new Chevrolet. We've got them here at Teeter's. So come on out and shop us real soon. Remember, like I always say, the more we invest in our youth, the less we'll spend on presents later.
Go to OTC to get where you want to be. A small college with big opportunities. Get the quality education you need. Affordable classes, convenience too. We bring out the best in you. Washita Technical College is the place to be.
Enroll today at Washita Technical College. You'll find instruction in a variety of high-demand fields, including Cisco, nursing, medical transcription, and others. You can also take your basics to transfer. Call us today at 337-5000. Get where you want to be at OTC. That's 337-5000.
Washita Technical College is the place to be.
And we're back live at Claude Mann Stadium. We sent Johnny out with a wrench and a roll of duct tape to see if he can't get these lights on in the press box.
Maybe he'll come back with a candle and a matchbox, matches and a flashlight or something. So, and I'm getting to the age, getting along the tooth here with these glasses and everything else. I'm having trouble seeing these small numbers, Johnny. Excuse me, Michael.
The Leopards once again, of course, on defense as we start the second quarter. Dancy, the quarterback for the Ricebirds, surveys the defense as he gets ready to take the snap. Give to the fullback once again.
Dancy still has it.
Oh, correction.
Great pursuit. Great. The kids watched that and saw that. Big old number 33 sat there and watched that play develop. Again, Bonzel Davis kept that from being a big gainer.
Very deceptive offense by the Ricebirds, by design, of course, but it's really hard to pick up that ball. And Johnny, as you well know, the key in this kind of offense is keeping your responsibilities.
That's right. You got to keep in your lanes, and every one of these defensive players got to stay in containment. You know, they've got their lanes to contain, and that's what we got to do, to keep those guys in front of us.
I give to the tailback, gets a little bit of running room.
That's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he had to cross the 30, and ball's going to set just inside the 30. Looks like they're going to be about a half a ball short. Big fourth down coming up for the Ricebirds and for the Leopards.
And the referees are going to take a timeout.
They're going to
bring the chain gang.
Well, let me put the glove. Maybe I sit and talk too soon here, guys, but looks like it's, when you pick that ball up and move it like that.
They're going to look like they're going to be about 9 inches short. How about that from here?
The problem is it's something you don't see very often when you call a spot for a chain measurement. The official actually picked the ball up and moved it to the hash mark. So that's something I haven't seen. That they're still going to be. Well, hey, you're right on that 9 inches, partner.
Hey man, I can spot it from here. I got my contacts in tonight.
By the way. Maybe that official moved the ball back instead of moving it forward. I've just never seen him move the ball on a spot, from a spot to the spot on a close measurement.
So fourth down now, less than a yard. Actually, by Johnny measurement, it's about 9 inches. And the Ricebirds look to be going for it. And who can blame them the way they've run the ball so far?
Big old power eye.
Dancy up under center. I give to the tailback. He is well across the line, breaks some tackles, and down to about the 15-yard line.
That's what happens. We have our linebackers and our safety committed to stop him right there at the line of scrimmage. We had him held up and slowed down, but he just kept those feet churning, like you said, Johnny, and got through.
Whenever you got choppy feet like that, they just get contagious with the rest of the team, and they just keep moving the ball. And when you have a push like that, you'll gain that 15 yards.
It's kind of hard to tell these Ricebird running backs apart. They all run so hard with that good leg drive.
Kendrick Smith on the run, on that last run for the Ricebirds. Dancy takes the snap, gives to number 1. He's going to walk into, number 3. He walks into the end zone. Smith once again, and took it right at us on that drive, Ron.
Looked like we were fooled, and they pinched our linebackers coming back across, and there's a hole through there. Even at my age, I believe I could have got through it. That was a nice play on Stuttgart's part.
I could have gotten through it, but I think they'd have caught me.
Well, I didn't say I wouldn't get caught. I said I got through.
That just shows you their strength. I mean, they've got strong interior linemen that are just pushing us around a little bit right now.
Yeah, and they've got their linemen are actually penetrating, getting into the feet, and that was a situation where they just sealed our linebackers, and there's a hole through there, and they don't need much time to get through there, Johnny.
No, they don't.
And so the Ricebirds set to kick. Number 63, Scott Lambert,
he made it.
Makes that one for the Ricebirds. So it's now 14-0. The Ricebirds lead. We'll be back after this. And we're back live at Claude Mann Stadium. 10:28 left in the second quarter. Ricebirds lead the Malvern Leopards 14-0.
Our defense is getting tested, and it's one of these things that the coach has got them huddled down there. Coach Golden, who's our defensive coordinators, he's telling the kids that coaching's going on down there. We'll make some adjustments.
Sean Williams back deep for the Leopards.
Ron, there's a lot of positive points. They shouldn't get their heads down for sure tonight.
Oh, no.
And Williams takes the ball back at near his goal line, looking for a little room, white shirts everywhere. He stopped just shy of the 20-yard line.
Now there's a classic example right there of Stuttgart speed. There were 6 white jerseys down there, tackled our guy inside the 20-yard line, and I mean they were flying to the ball.
Well, on kickoff coverage, you got to have a pad on a pad and not really stick with them, but you got to at least get them once so we can get our deep man through.
So the Leopards set now to take over 1st and 10 at their 17-yard line. Jace Roberts, the quarterback, twins to the near side. Roberts takes a snap, looks to throw in the flat, and it looked like Williams was his intended target, Sean Williams.
Jace just looked like he might have rushed that pass just a little bit. That play's there, that pass is there. I think you'll see Coach Baker come back to that play because that play was going to work.
And Daniel Smith bringing the play in for the Leopards. Twins to the near side, split right. Another passing formation as Roberts steps under center. Pitches to the left side. Cliff Morgan looking for some room. Breaks one tackle, gets just across the 20-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that's a great example of what Coach Hart wanted to do at the first of the year is to spread the field, Ron. We had a split out to the right and 2 out to the left, and we pitched it to Cliff Morgan, and he had running lanes. We gained, 4 yards on that?
But not only that, their free safety had to come all the way across the field to make the play on it because we had picked up, made some blocks, and you just get so many people to block them. When you've got a free safety that's come all the way across the field to make, you're doing some things right.
3rd down and 7 now for the Leopards. Twins to the far side. Split near us. Robert takes the snap. He looks to throw. He's going to throw deep and overthrows. Little interaction on that play. No flags. Malvern crowd not happy about that.
Well, that's unfortunate. The D-back, he just kind of stopped in his tracks, and then our player ran into him. And you know, that's a non-call, actually, by the ref standpoint, but still, it should have been a flag because he impeded our run.
It could be a shielding call because he really got out there in front of Adam and just slowed down and stopped, and Adam ran into him, and there wasn't any place to go. Adam had a break on the ball, and it was a well-thrown pass.
Adam Cordell now set to punt once again for the Leopards. He gets it away, line drive, gets a fortuitous bounce, and the Leopards are going to down it at the 40-yard line of the Ricebirds. So once again, just over 9 minutes left in the first half. We'll be back after this. Ricebirds lead 14-0.
Cars. I've got all kinds and creeds and colors of vehicles, all type of sport utilities. We have the high-dollar European cars, the Maximas, the Mazdas, the...
With apologies to Mr. Teeter, we'll come back to him in a moment.
Dancy broke loose on just looked like a keeper. He's going running down the sideline. I'm going to tell you something. When Corey Monroe, when he caught up with him, this kid is a hitter. I mean, he absolutely knocked him out, and he's given up probably 25, 30 pounds to the quarterback.
We got a hold. We got a hold over on the left-hand side. That's to negate their 30-yard pickup here, and I believe we're going to be backed up to about the 48-yard line.
Looks like even with the spot of the foul, the Ricebirds are still going to have a first down on that play.
Well, it should back it up to about the 48 mark and be about 2nd and 2, I believe.
I'll tell you one thing. Freddie Dancy didn't jump up after that hit. It was another one that they're going to start looking for that number 21. He's sitting back there rolling around, and I want to tell you something. That's the hardest 160 pounds I've seen in a while. He just took his feet completely out. That's 9:06 in the second quarter. You go watch this ball game tomorrow. You can watch this kid hit another one.
And the Ricebirds once again. Dancy up under center. First down, 4 yards to go. Give to the tailback. Not much room. He's still fighting. Breaks more tackles. Still up on the far side, and the Leopards finally bring him down at about the 47-yard line.
That was a great second effort from number 3. He just kept his legs churning, Ron. That's what I say. These kids on the Stuttgart team, they just keep their legs moving and move the pile, and they made a first down with it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you're just going to have to wrap up and hold. This is probably, I don't know if we're going to see any tandem of harder runners or running backs than what we're going to see this year. You can see why everybody's so high on these Ricebirds with this kind of speed and this kind of power.
Dancy once again takes over, 1st and 10. 8:42 left in the first half. Give now to the tailback. Lots of room. He gets down to the 30-yard line.
Kevin Bryant was there to make the saving tackle. Put a nice hit on him, but we need to turn over. Leopards need something good to happen.
Momentum definitely not with the Leopards here in the first half. Another first down for the Ricebirds.
The one positive thing, the Leopards have had a tradition when their backs get to defending Bill Hunt Fieldhouse. Seems like the Leopards have made a lot of stands with the opponents headed into that end of the end zone.
Dancy under center, Smith at tailback. Another give to, correction, that's not Smith. Dancy's going to keep it. Roll off the left side down to about the 20-yard line and close to another first down.
Well, the defense and the linebackers are watching Sims because that big old fullback tailback has hurt us so much it's opening even up some more things up for Dancy. Like we got a couple of boys down here. Kevin Bryant was down, but he's up shaking it off. I can't
Looks
say
like
who it
Mr.
is.
Bradford's down.
Yeah, looks like Brandon Bradford down on the far side.
They both come up to hit number 5, Dancy, and they both collided with each other. And,
Like Mitchell's going to, Coach Mitchell's going to go out and check on him. And while we have this break, Ron, why don't we take a quick break, and we'll be back live at Claude Mann Stadium in just a moment.
We're back. Brandon got up and come off of his own will. I think he's still a little groggy. Kevin Bryant is sitting down here on the bench, and these boys got their bell rung. Brandon's walking up, standing around. He's got his helmet on. He looks to be okay. Kevin just looks like he needs to clear the cobwebs out too.
The Ricebirds on the move once again down to the Leopard 18-yard line. Just over 8 minutes left here in the first half. Dancy up under center. Give to the fullback. Not much running room. Picks up a couple, maybe 3 yards.
Now our interior line played well that play, Ron. They pinched toward the middle. They were keying on that fullback. And, we just got burned twice with number 13 running straight up the middle. So they pinched in the middle, and we stopped them that time.
Yeah, Landon Petty stood up there, and Jonathan Reddick, one of the young men that the coaches are really high on. They stood in there, held their ground. There wasn't any place for him to go. It's an excellent play by the defense.
Seth Capps joins the backfield for the Ricebirds. The give is to Smith. He's got some running room, makes some moves on the left side.
There's some good gang tackling right there.
And gets down to about the 10-yard line where the Leopards make the stop.
Across the field, I can't see who's on the bottom of that stack.
Look like Monzel Davis got a good piece of that action for the Leopards.
Coming in to wrap up and help. It looked like Daniel Smith was in there also. It takes more than one Leopard to get some of these Ricebirds down. These kids are big old thick-legged kids that can really move.
And the Ricebirds come out, twins to the left side. Split right along with a slot. Give up the middle, it looks like Sims, and he is in for the touchdown.
Well, I'm just looking here. Sims is a load. Sims is 5'8", 220 pounds, and he's a junior. And I want to tell you something. He is like tackling us. Looks like a water hydrant out there. He is absolutely hard to bring down.
He is just a bull. He just runs over people. He just bounces off of people and just keeps his legs churning, and before you know it, he's in the end zone.
So 20-0 now. Ricebirds lead the Leopards as they set up for the extra point with 6:32 left in the ball game, or excuse me, left in the first half. And the kick is up. And good. The Ricebirds now lead 21-0. 6:32 left here in the first half. We'll be back after this. And we return to Claude Mann Stadium. Ricebirds set to kick off after their third score of the half. Sean Williams deep for the Leopards. And Johnny, Malvern's got to get something going on offense here, and it'd be nice to start off with a good return. Squiver up the middle, rolls into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. Johnny, have you seen some things offensively, possibly some weaknesses in this Stuttgart defense?
Well, it looks like we can run on the outside with them. I don't think we can contain going straight up the middle every time, but we got to keep those linebackers contained up in the middle, so we got to run up with the fullback every once in a while. I think the option will work well, maybe throwing out to the flanker. If we can get Bryant one-on-one with the D-back, maybe we can get some good yards.
And we have a split to the right, wide out to the near side. Roberts under center gives to the tailback once again. Got some running room, breaks a couple of tackles. Morgan down at about the 28-yard line.
That was straight off the outside tackle. He was running right off between, well, I take it back, the tackle and the tight end. And I think that was a great run by Cliff Morgan.
Yeah, Cliff kind of stutter-stepped and picked a hole and went through it and made nice yardage. I picked, 8 yards?
Right, second down 2 now for the Leopards. Jace Roberts set to take the snap. It's like a give to the fullback. He gets almost, actually looks like they're going to spot it just past the 30-yard line.
Paul Biggs, new number 20 right there. Looks like he should have carried it for a first down. That's what we need. We need some positive yards out of these big old fullbacks. That's a good hard run.
Second first down of the night for the Leopards as they come back to get under center. 5:51 left in the first half. Ricebirds lead 21-0. Have a wide out to the near side. Roberts up under center, pitches to Morgan. Morgan's got a little crease. He gets across the 35 up to the 36-yard line. Nice gain on first down.
Nice blocking by the left side of the Leopard line. Big number 20, Biggs picked up a good block from his fullback spot, just enough to give Cliff that crease.
Hey,
Cliff doesn't need a whole lot of room to get through there, Johnny.
Hey, we're getting something going now. We're running downhill. We're running off the tackle. We're quick pitching to the tailback, going around the end. Hey, if we keep going like this, we'll hit a slot out there in the flat and make about another 15 yards if we can.
Hey, our offensive line's kind of halfway sprinting. You can't sprint up the line of scrimmage, but they're getting up there in a hurry. They're wanting to get up there and hit somebody.
Roberts takes a snap, pitches to Morgan on the right side. Not much room. He's met by about 3 Ricebirds at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third down and about 4.
Boy, there just wasn't anything out there. The defensive tackle stacked it up, and then big old number 64, Craig Yarborough, 5'11", 235. He got him listed at 235. He looks bigger than that. Really jammed things up. Number 64's made a lot of tackles this early in the game, Johnny.
Adam Cordell to the near side. Can't catch the number of the receiver on the far side. Robert looks to throw to the far side, throws, and looks like a little miscommunication there.
Yeah, it was definitely a miscommunication between our LT to Tobias and Jace Roberts. That was a spot pass
that was that pass out in the flat I was talking about. If we could have hit that out there, he was wide open, and that'd have been about a 15, 20-yard gain.
Yeah, that was just miscommunication. First game mistakes. We'll get them out of the way here quick, and we'll get some positive things going. We've had positive yardage on this drive. We just hate to sit in like that.
And the Leopards punting down 4th and 3. Leopards don't get near as friendly a bounce on this kick. And the ball is down on about the 42-yard line. Ricebirds taking over 1st and 10 and plenty of time. 4:21 left on the clock, Ron.
Yeah,
as they get moving once again.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I know that Stuttgart plays as many kids both ways as we do, and it's going to be conditioning. And the thing about it is they've got a little bit bigger kids leaning on our kids, and that has a tendency to wear down. But the Leopards still got plenty of fight in them.
Twins to either side now for the Ricebirds. Dancy in the shotgun. Steps back, looks to pass. He's going to throw deep. Got a man. Nice coverage there by the Leopards. It looked like Sean Williams.
I think Dancy just threw that ball away. He was nowhere close to his receiver, and we had excellent coverage. Our safeties were back. Our corners had their men covered. That was I believe that was a coverage throwaway there, don't you, Johnny?
Yeah, he threw a bullet about 45 yards, in the air. He was just trying to show his arm, I think, in front of the cameras. But other than that, he didn't have anybody open.
And it looks like the Ricebirds go with a more traditional formation here. Running out of the eye, the give to the tailback. And that is, I believe that is Sims, who gets up to about the 47.
Justin Simmons grabbed a hold of him, come up from his, I believe his linebacker spot, grabbed a hold of that leg and would not let go. And that's what you got to do to these kids. You got to get a hold of them and keep a hold.
That is containing, Ron. They hold and let other people pursue on them and take a lick on them. I mean, that's the time to waylay them. One good time, they won't think about coming up that middle one more time.
And that was Sims on the run. He exits. Nobody in the correction, one back in the backfield for the Ricebirds. Dancy back to pass, throws to the far side, incomplete.
Big third down play by the Leopards right there. 4th and what, Michael? About
4th down and 7 now. As the Leopards now get another opportunity to get on the scoreboard if indeed the Ricebirds elect to punt. And it looks like they're going now to bring on the punting team.
That's something positive that happened right here with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left before halftime to make a stand right there, and that's a good defensive stand.
Hey, this is the first 3 and out we've had tonight. Hey, that's positive.
Kevin Bryant now set deep for the Leopards. Johnny, this is the guy you and I commented on at the scrimmage, saying we've got to get the ball in his hands.
He is the man that you want to get in his hand.
And he lets this one go. It's going to roll down to inside the 5-yard line. And the Leopards are going to start deep in a hole with 3:20 left here in the first half.
That was just a mistake right there. Possibly the coaching staff probably wants them to go ahead and make a fair catch in that situation. But you don't know it's going to take that 25-yard bounce for the Stuttgart Ricebirds when it hits the ground. It's a gamble that you take on that one, and that time it turned against us.
The other side of that, at the speed of the Ricebirds, he had to know they were fast approaching. He fumbles that on the bust that pickup, and all of a sudden the Ricebirds are deep in our territory.
Yeah, he made a good play there. When he decided he wasn't going to get it, he got away from the ball and just let it roll.
Roberts steps up under center, receivers to either side. Morgan in the backfield, and they give it to Morgan, who gets out to about the 7-yard line, gives the Leopards a little bit more running room.
Nice positive yardage there, almost 5 yards in a situation where you got your back up to the goal line there, and it's O-line did an awful good job right there, just a good offensive surge.
But you have to have, they got 5 yards coming out of a hole, to be honest, and any positive yards is good yards.
Receivers split to either side again for the Leopards. Roberts takes the snap, gives to Morgan once again, tries that right side. Another gain, and the Leopards nearing that first down marker. Looks like the ball is going to be spotted
I believe
at about the 13.
I believe Cliff decided he's going to show these people they can run just as hard as those Ricebirds can. That's 2 really strong inside runs.
He kept his feet going, and he started popping people, and before you know it, he rolled off one guy and almost got a first down out of it.
It's like third down and about a long yard. I don't know what that is. Johnny, measurement, what is that? A yard and what?
1 yard and 3 inches.
Yard and 3 inches for the Leopards now. Third down. They can pick up a first down here and maybe get something going before the end of the half. Get on the scoreboard.
I tell you what, I'd think about a quarterback sneak here, but number 79 and 76 on their team is huge.
There's a lot of beef right there in front of that.
And they line up dead over the center. They're going to discourage that play. Roberts set to take the snap.
He's got a little
He's running the option. Fakes the punch. He's got some running room. Down to about the 24-yard line. First down for the Leopards.
Did I not call a quarterback sneak or what?
All right. Spoken like an old true quarterback.
Hey, I'd have called my number right then, too.
That's a nice run. I tell you, Roberts has shown more speed. I noticed him playing basketball last year, and as the older he's gotten quicker. And he showed excellent judgment there and excellent speed. When he saw that crease, he saw that hole, stuck his nose through there and got it.
And the Leopards now on 1st and 10. Receiver split to either side for Roberts. High formation behind him. Roberts looking to pass, drops back, sets up. He's going to roll out. He's got pressure, and it looks like he did a good job of throwing that one away, but the umpire, or the referee rather, throws the flag. Ron, I'm really not sure I agree with that call.
No, because there was a receiver out there. Granted, he was, the ball was probably 7-8 yards short, but there was an offensive receiver out there in that area where Jace was trying to get the ball out to. Obviously, he was trying to get, but it was not a questionable call.
They're calling intentional grounding on that, and I agree with you, Ron. There was a tailback out in the slot, and he did not get it to the line of scrimmage, and I think that's why they gave him a call.
That's a good point.
I tell you what, on the play before that, Jace talking about that option play, on a quarterback on the read on the D-back, you come to the end of the tight end and you have to make a decision, pitch or turn up. And Jace made the right read. There was a hole there, and he turned up for positive yards, and that's what you got to do as a quarterback.
The Leopards now at 3rd down, 25 yards to go now after the penalty. Give on the right side. Gain on the play, I believe that's Morgan. Gets up to about the 9-yard line.
I think Malvern's got to do this. I think they've got to go outside and get away from those big interior linemen. They got to do the option. They got to do the quick pitch. You got to run off the tackles. You got to get away from those big beefy guys.
Stuttgart has just called a timeout. 107, a minute and 7 seconds left here, leading 21-0 in the second quarter.
And we're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be back at Claude Mann Stadium. The Ricebirds lead the Malvern Leopards. There's a minute 7 left here in the first half. Ricebirds lead 21-0. Go ahead, Ryan.
I need to check up on my ruling. With a couple plays ago, when they called Jace for an intentional grounding, I was thinking that was a penalty and loss of down. But we didn't lose a down. They replayed second down on that play. I'll show my ignorance on this one. Maybe I shouldn't have brought it up, but I was thinking that was loss of down.
I was thinking the same thing, but they did not.
Because you called 3rd down and it was still second.
That's right.
3rd down now for the Leopards. 25 yards to go for the first down. Jace Roberts up under center. Mid-direction play, lots of room on the right side.
Go. We'll check his speed here now.
Run down at about the 25-yard line for the Leopards.
I want to tell you something.
They haven't picked up that number yet, Ron.
That is number 88, Adam Gentry ran down Cliff Morgan.
Cliff Morgan, big gain for the Leopards. And now, whereas the Ricebirds were looking to pin the Leopards back deep and get a late score,
I think the Leopards need to take a timeout here.
I'm going to tell you something, people. Right there, you watch this tomorrow, and you'll understand why this kid is a D1 prospect. He's 6'5", 210 pounds. They've got him listed as a linebacker. Alan Gentry can absolutely fly.
Walk down the starting tailback for the Leopards. Roberts under center. Fake to the fullback, give up the middle, not much room. Gain of maybe 2 yards.
Malvern takes a timeout here. That's a good call. I thought we should have called a timeout before that to keep the clock stopped, but we got up to the line of scrimmage and got the play off within about 10 seconds there.
Yeah, I think they're going to milk this clock and get us down there and hopefully to get us a score. But I hate to sound like a broken record, but I'm going to tell you something. That kid impressed me. We'll be right back after this message.
And we're back live at Claude Mann Stadium. Once again, the Leopards threatening to score here late in the first half. Down 21-0, 41 seconds left here in this half, and Ron, all of a sudden the Leopards showing a little confidence.
Yeah, they've never let down. They've been pushed around a little bit, but they've had their back to the wall, and they're wanting to get a score here. I'm telling you that they're looking to score.
Roberts up under center, tight formation for the Leopards. It's like the end around. Got a little bit of room, flags fly all over the place. Not much, if any, gain on the play. And, Johnny, I'm going to guess there's probably a holding penalty.
Yeah, it looked like we had a tackle over here on the side here. One of our split ends, he just grabbed him, pulled him to the ground, and you can't do that.
Being a former split end myself, that should be legal. If you're going to take down a tackle,
you need
all's fair.
You need an advantage.
If the defense can pull you down, Michael, I guess you can pull them down, right?
That's right. That's right. Split ends don't have the
real problem was right there. Stuttgart they had that play defense from the time they didn't go for either one of the fakes, and they were out there waiting on it.
So now 2nd and 8 turns into 2nd down. I'm going to have to let Don Baker add this one up down at the
looks like about 22
downstairs. Calling it 2nd down and 25 now. Receiver split to either side. Roberts looks to throw. Tries to throw the slant route. It's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and 25. You got 29 seconds left, guys. You're down 21-0. Do you take a shot at the end zone, or do you leave well enough alone and try to run the rest of this clock out?
Hey, I would. We have nothing to be ashamed about. I mean, go for it.
Yeah.
We're not pinned up. We're down on their 37-yard line. Shoot it. Shoot for the corner. Get Mr. Bryan out on the corner and let it fly. Jace got the arm.
Yes, he's shown us he does have the arm to get the ball down the field.
3 receivers now for the Leopards. Twins to the right.
A shotgun first time tonight, guys.
And Roberts set to take the snap. Shotgun. Buys him a little bit more time. He throws towards the end zone, into coverage, and incomplete. It's like he threw into double coverage there, but like he said, guys, he had to take a shot.
Yeah, he threw down to Daniel Smith, and Daniel Smith was covered, but it's one of those things that, hey, you can afford to take a gamble like that with 23 seconds left in halftime and throw it up there and hopefully something good can happen.
Hey, we've got 2 timeouts. If you do hit him short, take a timeout. We can do it again.
Yes.
Are we looking at basically the same play here?
Right. We got 4th and 23. I mean, we've got to go for it or punt, so you might as well go for it.
Same formation. Roberts in shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back, rolling the right side. He's looking to the right side once again. Throws there, and it is picked off. That's picked off. So basically the same effect as a punt, maybe better.
Hey, it's better than a punt. You've got them pinned inside their 4-yard line. It was a jumping match. The ball the defenders were just between the receiver and the ball, went up high and got it.
I still think that's a great decision. I
Sure.
mean, you've got to go for a touchdown here. You've got them back. Even if you got them on their 33, go for the end zone. Go for the first down. You have nothing to lose. You've got 16 seconds left on the clock now. Now they're not going to do anything. Our defense is going to hold them, and our secondary is going to be in prevent. They're not going to throw over us. We just got to contain right now.
Yeah, we have 16 seconds left, and we can go. Listen, we can go to halftime. Going to halftime, feeling good about something, guys.
And Stuttgart looks to be lined up to down the ball, and they do. They're going to be content with a 21-0 lead here at Malvern at Claude Mann Stadium. 8 seconds left as the time kicks off the clock, and the coaches start walking onto the field. That's the end of the first half. The Ricebirds lead the Malvern Leopards 21-0. We'll be back after these messages.
Go to OTC to get where you want to be. A small college with big opportunities. Get the quality education you need. Affordable classes, convenience too. We bring out the best in you. Washita Technical College is the place to be.
Enroll today at Washita Technical College. You'll find instruction in a variety of high-demand fields, including Cisco, nursing, medical transcription, and others. You can also take your basics to transfer. Call us today at 337-5000. Get where you want to be at OTC. That's 337-5000.
Washita Technical College is the place to be.
It's fall, it's cool weather. Your mind thinks of a lot of things. Football, and maybe it's time for a new automobile or to trade that jalopy off.
I'm here with Mr. Teeter Chevrolet Olds, and he's got some words for you.
Yes, sir. We've got the words and we've got the product. We've got probably over 500 units out here, and I'm looking at a sea of cars. I've got all kinds and creeds and colors of vehicles, all type of sport utilities. We have the high-dollar European cars, the Maximas, the Mazdas, the Lexus, just whatever you want in the high-dollar European cars, and they all popular new Chevrolet. We've got them here at Teeter's. So come on out and shop us real soon. Remember, like I always say, the more we invest in our youth, the less we'll spend on presents later.
Hi, this is Tony Warner from Malvern National Bank, a real community bank. We're working to make your banking as simple as possible. You can now bank from the comfort of your home on your PC with M&B Bank's Access Link. Transfer funds, check balances, pay all your bills through the optional bill pay service. No more checks to write, no more postage stamps to buy. We do it all. It's at www.mnbbank.com. It's just part of Malvern National's commitment to our customers. M&B Bank's a real community bank and proud to sponsor these Leopard football broadcasts.
For the first time in the history of Orr's Furniture in Malvern, will be closed on Saturday. Now, why would we close on the busiest retail day of the week? Because we need time to prepare for the biggest Bassett Factory authorized sale ever starting this Monday. We'll be busy marking down every item on all of our showroom floors in observance of the 100th anniversary of Bassett Furniture Industries. Bedroom suites, dining room suites, sofas, chairs, recliners, bedding, living room tables, entertainment centers, everything is included. Sale starts Monday at Orr's Furniture, Main Street, Malvern.
If your business has outgrown its current location, check with the professionals at McClure Real Estate. A long list of commercial real estate locations await your inspection. Locations for sale or locations for rent. Both are available all over our area. Call them at 332-2777. They'll have what you're looking for. That's McClure Real Estate. Locally owned and locally operated. 332-2777. Serving Malvern area for almost 50 years.
The Leopards come out spirited once again, getting ready to kick off. Correction, getting set to receive. The Ricebirds took the opening kickoff. Williams deep once again, Sean Williams for the Malvern Leopards.
You know, it's always been Coach Hart's philosophy. It's a team effort. It's a full team effort, and it takes 11 men out there on the field to do the job. It doesn't take just one player. It takes all 11. That means blocking, tackling, and everything.
And then we're to the point, we're young and we're inexperienced, and we've got to hit on all 11 cylinders to be successful. We don't have the talent to that one guy can carry the load for a couple guys. It's kicked off.
Squibbered into the Leopards. That looks like number 2, Kevin Bryant on the return. He's brought down at about the 24-yard line. The Leopards will take over 1st and 10.
Hey, that's the best field position. That's the better field position we started the ball game out with.
Hey,
so.
We're on the 25-yard line. Let's just open it up. Let's get the option rolling. Get Cliff Morgan out on the cornerbacks, and let's get some positive yards rolling.
Now look at that, guys. That offensive line still sprinting up the line. They want to play some football.
Once again, Jace Roberts up under center. Cliff Morgan lined up at tailback. Wide receivers to either side. That play is going to be blown dead. It looked like the Ricebirds were one man short to start this second half.
I'm calling
a timeout.
I'm sitting here looking at their linebackers. Of course, one of them is Alan Gentry. The other linebacker sitting back there is that big old number 13, that 5'8", 220-pound junior, Mr. Sims. And that's two good athletes back there, two good football players. But like I said earlier, though, Stuttgart has anywhere from 3 to 4 guys that are going to play both ways.
That just shows you, Ron, that there's the number 1 team in the state. You've got quality players on both sides of the field. Like you say, number 13, he's playing both ways, and he's quality on both sides. He's a linebacker, and he's also a tailback at times.
Well, the coaching staff does list, the Stuttgart coaching staff does list one of their possible weaknesses as depth, because they do have so many people. Hey, they got good players playing both ways.
And the Leopards set once again, Adam Cordell to the near side. The give looks like they tried the left side of that Ricebird line. Nothing giving there. Got back maybe to the line of scrimmage.
Ran right back into guess who? Donnell Horner, great big old 6'2", 235-pound senior defensive tackle. And he just stood there, held his ground, toe-to-toe, and
Cliff looked like he kind of bobbled it.
Yeah.
That's the reason he kind of stutter stepped, and before you know it, their big D line was there to clog up the hole.
And Daniel Smith to the near side now for the Leopards. Jace up under center, takes the snap. He throws the pitch to Morgan. Nobody out there to help him. He picks up about a yard. There were 3 Ricebirds waiting on him when he got out there, Johnny.
That looked like an automatic pitch from the quarterback. There was no read. It looked like it was a 2-step pitch. Kind of like the read option, but it was automatic play.
Yeah, they were open to fool the linebackers and freeze the linebackers on the inside, but the linebackers didn't. They went straight for Cliff and the ball carrier.
Which I'm sure that's probably an adjustment that the Ricebirds made at halftime as well. That's where they were giving up their big plays on the outside.
Yeah, we have to think, that the Leopard coaches aren't the only ones that make defensive or offensive adjustments.
Smith at the far side for the Leopards. Roberts takes a snap, looks to throw. A little contact on the play, and I'm looking for a flag.
We got a fortunate penalty by the outside judge there. He threw the flag, and it was a holding on the D-back, so we got an automatic first down.
Now, Kevin Hare was coming across the middle, and that was a bullet into a seam there, and Kevin was going to the seam, and the D-back reached up, grabbed him, and stopped probably what was going to be a nice completion through there, even into some heavy traffic.
Like I said, the wideout on the right-hand side of the field, he took about 5 steps into the D-back, and then he cuts into the inside into that soft area, and that's where Jace hit him in the hands, and fortunately the defensive back was holding him and all in his back, and we got a first down out of it.
Yeah, I like Jace's confidence in that arm to go in there and go ahead and shoot that bullet in there.
He's got a strong enough arm. He can get it in there.
Sean Williams on the far side for the Leopards. Smith to the near side. Roberts up under center once again, first down. Roberts looking to pass. He's looking to throw deep. He's got a seam. Comes up short, and it's going to be second down and 10 from the 40-yard line.
That ball was just short-armed a little bit. It was the receiver was covered pretty well, but it was just a little bit short. And again, the longer this kid plays, the better he's going to get. I'm impressed with him.
Kevin Bryant comes to the near side. Sean Williams to the far side for Roberts. Takes the snap, pitch to Morgan on the right side, got a little bit of running room, breaks a couple of tackles, and drags a couple of Ricebirds down across the 50-yard line.
Hey, he didn't just drag a Riceburg. He was dragging Alan Gentry on that play. Big old 88 had a hold of him, couldn't quite get a hold of him good enough to get him down. That's hard running on Cliff's part.
Cliff gave him the stiff arm. He put it up there around his chin, and he drove his arm right into his chin and drove him back. And gave himself another 5 to 6 yards there.
Well, we either missed part of that play or the spot wasn't all that great. Morgan may have stepped out of bounds a little bit early. The ball spotted at midfield. And Johnny measurement, that is about how far?
Johnny?
About 10 inches.
All right, 10 inches now. Roberts up under center, split to either side. Morgan at tailback. Give up the middle to Morgan. He's got the first down, gets down across the 45. And the Leopards are making a statement here to start the second half.
Let me tell you, Brett Helms is out of the game right now, and we're taking advantage of the defensive tackle that is in there. He's not as big and as strong as Brett Helms, the all-Arkansas player, and we're starting to focus in on that. We ran it right up on to guard, and before you know it, we got a first down, probably another 6 yards out of that.
A.T. Pilgrim enters the game for the Leopards.
And I can see it, and it's still impressive. We're in the third quarter, deep into the third quarter. The offensive line sprinting up to the line of scrimmage.
Daniel Smith to the near side, Sean Williams to the far. Roberts takes a snap, gives to the fullback. Not much running room there. He's knocked down. It was like at about the 42-yard line.
Biggs made a nice little play there. It looked kind of ugly, but he did a little twisting. The play got off to a slow start. There was a collision between the quarterback and the fullback, but hey, that's positive yardage right there. 3.5, 4 yards on first down, guys.
Kevin Bryant carries the play in and then comes out to the near side. Sean Williams once again to the far side. Roberts surveys the defense and takes the snap, drops back to pass. He's looking for Bryant on the slant. He's got him right at the 33.
Johnny, that's that slant you were talking about.
I'm telling you, you get it out to number 2 out there. you got good things going to happen. He's an athlete. I'm telling you, Kevin Bryant, he's going to be a playmaker for Malvern today.
KB has got to touch the ball, and but you know it's one of those situations. He's going to be on the field offensively and defensively. Like you say, we've got to keep him involved in the ball game.
The Leopards looking to hurry things up here. Sean Williams to the far side. It's like Cordell to the near. Roberts looking to throw again. He's looking at the corner. Fight for the ball in the air, and it is incomplete. Looks like both the Leopard and the defender there had a chance at that ball.
Sean, that was
Sean Williams.
Sean Williams out there. I thought we had a long play there. It was a well played ball. It took a little long for the ball to get there. Had maybe a little less air in it.
It looked like another slight miscommunication there too, Ron, as Williams had taken a couple of stutter steps. Roberts up under center, tries to draw the Ricebirds off sides. There was some movement, no flag. Morgan on the right side loses his balance, brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he lost his balance with the help of Keith Drake Smith.
I tell you what, that is a play by their cornerback. He come up and met the fullback, made the tailback, Cliff Morgan, break in the inside, and before you know it, we had to take him. The linebacker came up and made the play on him.
Yeah, and if you don't remember, fans, that number 3, he's scored the first 2 touchdowns. So Stuttgart's keeping these athletes on the field, and we've got our work cut out for us, but we're moving the ball well and looking good.
3rd down and 9, 8:20 left in the 3rd quarter. The Ricebirds lead 21-0. Roberts under center with splits to either side. Looking to throw again, overshoots his target. Looks like Kevin Bryant on the far side. Incomplete. It's going to be 4th down and 9.
Well, that was a shame because he was wide open. He just kind of overshot him, but he was wide open. He took another 5-step drop and curled back to the quarterback, and Jason just threw it over his head.
We got a timeout. The Leopards are going to talk it over. We'll be back right after this message from our sponsors.
Back at Claude Mann Stadium, the Leopards still in timeout. Going to talk this one over. They got 4th down and 9. They're at the Stuttgart 31-yard line. Guys, what can we look for here?
Johnny, you're the quarterback. I'm the old D-back.
Let's hear the story. If it's Johnny, it's a quarterback sneak.
It's a quarterback option. Johnny's going to call his own number. What's Coach
Let
Lady
me
going
tell
to
you, hey, I go back to the passing game. You know, you've got 2 linebackers that are sucked up in there trying to protect the run. You got 2 D-backs that are sitting way out on the corners. They're letting you pass in that slot, that flat area. Malvern has detected that, and that's where they're attacking right now.
It looks
3 times now we passed that soft area.
Looks like Sean Williams to the near side. The Leopards on the far hash. Kevin Bryant at the far side. Roberts takes a snap. Fakes. Got a man on the left side. That pass is going to be picked off, though, at the 15-yard line by the Ricebirds. So a scoring threat of taken away from the Leopards.
Well, let me tell you, that is not a bad play. You got to try for the first down. You got to pass it downfield. They had to have 12 yards for a first. You're not going to make a first down if you throw it 5 yards and then they tackle. You're not going to get one.
The receiver, right, Johnny. The receiver had run the route. The problem was there looked like the ball slipped out of Jason's hand as he let it go. Kind of went up there as in football vernacular, the old wounded duck, but the ball had slipped out of his hand, and it gave the defensive player a chance to set up and make the interception.
But no hurt on the play out there.
So the Ricebirds take over now. Dancy takes the snap, fakes to the tailback. He's going to take off on the left side, got lots of running room, gets down to about the 36-yard line.
That was I believe that was just a design fake to the fullback, draw everybody in, and just let Dancy show what he can do. And
it's been an effective play for the Ricebirds all night.
That was a big gainer. Kevin Bryant had to make the stop on that play. We're resetting the chains, and we'll see what the Ricebirds have up the sleeve now.
Ball spotted on the 35.
We've got to keep our linebackers contained on the corners there. We can't let him get free and run wild on us. You keep him dancing in the backfield, we can stop him.
Keep dancing in the backfield. Danson steps up under center, takes the snap. This time does give to the tailback. He picks up about 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 5 with 7 minutes and 28 seconds left.
Nice
third quarter.
Nice play there by our number 63, Brian Hunter. grabbed a hold of that tailback and held on to him. That's the problem you've got. They run that tailback, they run that fullback in there, and then if he pulls that ball out to run that option on the outside, you've got to have somebody, somebody to cover him.
And the Ricebirds break huddle once again. Looks like Sims and Smith once again in the backfield. Split to the near side. Danson takes the snap.
There's that fake
Fakes to the
again.
fullback. He's going to take off once again. Gets down across midfield to the Leopard 44, maybe 43-yard line.
Let me tell you what they're doing. They're running that fullback.
47, I'm
They're
sorry.
opening the guard in the center, opening up a gap for that fullback to run up, making that linebacker commit to the fullback. Then Dancy pulls it out. He runs around the corner, and nobody's out there to contain him. And before you know it, he's out on our corner. He does a spin move and gets another 10 yards. So it's hard to read. We've got to have somebody with hot pursuit on number 5 for sure.
Yeah, that or our corner's going to have to come up and give a little bit more support, which looks like they're going to right now. Dancy takes his time. Look,
Twins to the far side for the Ricebirds. Danson takes the snap, gives once again to his tailback, breaks a couple of tackles, gets down out across the 40, down, cuts back across field. He's at the 15, the 10-5, touchdown, Ricebirds.
That's number 3 again. He's going both ways and playing well. We had him contained over there about the 20-yard line and then let him get away.
And let's not take anything away. Those were some great moves that made there by Keldrick Smith. And the Leopards now down 27-0 as we prepare for the field goal attempt. Correction, extra point attempt. Lambert set now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. Leopards now down 28-0 to the number 1 ranked Stuttgart Ricebirds.
That was a 47-yard scamper. He may have covered it as many as 56, probably 60, 65 yards after he went one way, came back the other. Got hemmed up, showed his speed, and came all the way back to the open field, and we didn't have anybody there that could catch him. Like I say, this kid's a really, really a good back, and he's fast. He looks heavier than the 185 they've got him listed at 5'10", 185, but he's a heck of a football player.
He does pack a wallop. The Ricebirds now coming out onto the field, setting up to kick off. Back deep once again for the Leopards, Sean Williams. And the Ricebirds, much like the Leopards, use one of their linemen actually for a kicker. Just like number 79.
Guess who that is? That's the kid. That's Horner.
Donnell Horner.
Horner he plays offense. He plays defensive tackle. He's probably going to be an all-state defensive tackle or an offensive tackle, and he kicks off too.
6'2", 320.
He may drive the bus and bring him cold drinks too, guys.
Stuttgart set now to kick off. Williams deep. Nice long kick. Williams fields it. Actually steps back into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback, and the Leopards will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 6:08 left here in the third quarter. And the Leopards once again looking to make a statement.
Well, if we get some offense going like we did on our last drive, get some points on the board, get some positive things happen. It's a learning experience, and when you're up against the best, you can learn some lessons, you can learn some things, and we still got some fight in us.
Hey, we're the Leopards. We always have fight, Ron.
You won't see many Malvern Leopard teams laying down, that's for sure. Roberts now once again split to the far side. Looks like Bryant give to Morgan on the right side. Breaks a couple of tackles. Picks up about 6 yards.
Nice run by Cliff outfield on the right side. It's one of those cut back and forth a couple times, do a little jitterbug step out there, Johnny, and found a hole and stuck his nose in it.
He ran right off the tackle. I mean, the tackle kicked out, and he split the defensive tackle on the end. And before you know it, he's out on the linebackers, and he's got 5 or 6 yard gain right there.
Leopards set up once again LT Tobias to the near side. Roberts takes a stab, gives up the middle to Morgan.
Cliff's met right there at the line of scrimmage. Number 20, Kendall Griffith, 5'7", 185-pound junior, came up there and wrapped him up from his corner spot.
Cliff's going to be one sore young man tomorrow, as he has taken more than his share of the load so far tonight.
Big third down here, Michael.
Tobias on the near side. It is third down and 4. Sean Williams to the far side. Roberts takes a snap, pitches once again to Morgan, trying that right side. He's got a little bit of room close to the first down, and they knock him back. It's going to depend on the spot, and it looks like they may be just a shade shy depending on where that spot is.
Yeah, the head lineman's already held up that solid fist. They marked us about looks like a half a yard or so short. Fourth down. That was a first down we needed right there, guys.
And the punting unit comes on to the field for the Leopards. 4:28 now left in the third quarter. Set once again to kick for the Leopards, number 7, Adam Cordell. Adam gets off a nice kick, a wobbler, fielded and muffed, but it looks like the Ricebirds were able to cover it at their own 44-yard line, where they're going to take over 1st and 10. Correction, they got that at the 45 now.
That's one of those situations. The ball bounced off the receiver, the punt return man's chest, hit the ground right in front of him, and he was fortunate enough just to be able to fall right on, because there was 2 or 3 Leopards around there that could have picked that ball up, or jumped on that ball.
It was a fortuitous bounce, that's for sure. And the Ricebirds come up now 1st and 10, once again at their 45-yard line. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Dancy sets up under center. Give to the tailback. Got a little running room. Maybe not. The Leopards swarm at the line of scrimmage.
Great containment. Great containment. Number 30, our number 33 set out there. Monzel Davis. So we expect to see lots and lots and more out of Monzel. He's like you said earlier in the ball game, Johnny. He got the kid stood up, hold on for help, and got help came and throw him for basically no gain.
Hey, no gain. You know, Monzel, he closed on the hole. He grabbed a hold of the number 3, and he held on, and Pursuit came along and helped him down. That's what you got to have with a swarming defense.
Yeah. Monzel's one of those juniors that's really starting to come on for the Leopards.
Once again, the 5'11 senior Dancy up under center for the Ricebirds. Fake up the middle. Dancy wants a little bit more yardage, and he's going to get it. Pitches at the last minute. The Ricebirds going to score here.
That was the true triple option right there.
55 yards on that play for the Ricebirds as they score once again.
That was one thing. That's one thing we hadn't seen, Johnny. That was the first time that really that trail back was back there for that third option. And when we got the corner up there and closed on Dancy, right there at the last minute, he took that flip to the trailing back, and there wasn't anybody out there to cover that man.
You know, it's tough to say that the corner didn't do his job, because he did. He came up and he hit the quarterback. And, you know, the trailing back, he came around, and luckily Dancy got it off. It's a gamble on Dancy's part to get the ball off.
Yeah, and it's pretty tough for your safeties not to take fake number 1, fake number 2, and still be out there to handle a third option on that triple option.
Right. Lambert's kick is up and good, so the Ricebirds lead now 35-0. 3:14 left here in the third quarter. And the Leopards will set up once again, looking to make something happen. Johnny, anything that you've seen so far, or any more that you've seen so far, maybe in the last couple series, that the Leopards could do, maybe make some things happen?
I'll stick with my guns. You know, I think that the outside is a plus for us. I think, and throwing to the flats on the offense. Now, for instance, we've got to move the ball. We've got to move that chains, get something positive going. Let's run downhill a little bit. You know, you start getting first down after first down, it gets contagious, and before you know it, you're down on their end of the field.
Yeah, the problem last 2 drives, Johnny, we came up, you give us 2 yards on the last 2 drives, and we still got the football, because we come up, you know, third in less than a yard the last 2 times we've had the ball, and we've had to punt the ball back to them, and that makes it tough.
This may be the actual shortest approach to a kickoff I've ever seen in my life.
And
about a 3-yard. He takes 2 steps and he's kicking it. Sean Williams fields it, fumbles it. He goes into the end zone, so the Leopards will take over at the 20. That is the shortest movement into a kickoff I think I've ever seen.
3:12 left. We'll take a break. We're down 35-0 to the Ricebirds. We'll be back right after this message from our sponsors.
Discounts. Pay nothing until February 2003 and delivery is free. The Bassett Anniversary Sale at Orr's Furniture, Main Street, Malvern, open Saturdays till 4.
Back at Claude Mann Stadium, Roberts takes the snap, looking to throw to the near side. He does complete the pass. Down to number 7, Adam Cordell.
That's a good route right there. That's one of those timing passes. Jace drops back. He's going to throw a ball right there. Adam Cordell's got to get there and get it, and he did.
And Cordell comes up limping, stays in the ball game. Actually, they're going to send in another player.
Hey, that was an excellent
LT
pass.
Tobias. Cordell comes out of the game.
Excellent pass, excellent route by the Malvern Leopards there.
Gain is to the 28-yard line. It's 2nd down and 2. Leopards in shotgun formation with twins to the far side. And Tobias to the near side.
Same spot pass again. Nice play, guys.
Leopards pick up the first down as Tobias makes the catch. At the 31-yard line, it's going to be 1st down and 10.
That's spreading that offense out, spreading the field out that Coach Hart was talking about. Not getting bunched up, spreading the defense out, and having some places for your receivers to go to a spot, run to a spot, turn around, catch the ball.
Good to see Adam Cordell coming back into the ball game. Looks like he's shaking that limp. It's like Bryant and Williams to the far side in a twin set. Cordell to the near side. Roberts steps up under center. Give up the middle once again to Cliff Morgan. Picks up almost 5 yards, depending on the spot. It looks, and it looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 5.
Number 15, Jason Curtis, the sophomore, 5'10", in the stop there for Stuttgart. Looks like Stuttgart's running in a few of their maybe their reserves. We see some white shirts out there, giving they're building some of that depth that the Stuttgart coaching staff wants to. And this is the way you do it. You put them in against a good team like Malvern and let them play.
Mark Blackerby enters the game, goes to the far side. It's like Kevin Bryant to the near side. Roberts once again hands off to Morgan, got some room up the middle. He's going to get another 1st down as he crosses the 46-yard line.
I'm going to make a point right here, guys. This is what you run into to show you the difference and what happens, how talented this Ricebird team is. We're having our way with the Ricebirds right now. Granted, it's some of their second unit, but you take 3 or 4 of those all-staters out there and put them on the sideline and give them a rest. And this looks good for the future of the Leopards. Looks real positive.
Bryant to the near side. Tobias to the far side. Roberts set to pass. He's looking to go over the top there.
Oh!
A little bit of contact. No flag on the play. Well, the pass was intended for Kevin Bryant. Coming down the sideline.
As an old defensive back, I've got to say that's great coverage, but we could have seen a flag there. That's the end of the 3rd quarter, people. Folks, it's 35-0. We'll be back after this word from our sponsor. If your business has outgrown its current location, check with the professionals at McClure Real Estate. A long list of commercial real estate locations await your inspection. Locations for sale or locations for rent. Both are available all over our area. Call them at 332-2777. They'll have what you're looking for. That's McClure Real Estate. Locally owned and locally operated. 332-2777. Serving Malvern area for almost 50 years. It's fall. It's cool weather. Your mind thinks of a lot of things. Football. And maybe it's time for a new automobile or to trade that jalopy off. I'm here with Mr. Teeter Chevrolet Olds, and he's got some words for you.
Yes, sir. We've got the words and we've got the product. We've got probably over 500 units out here, and I'm looking at a sea of cars. I've got all kinds and creeds and colors of vehicles, all type of sport utilities. We have the high-dollar European cars, the Maximas, the Mazdas, the Lexus, just whatever you want in the high-dollar European cars, and they all popular new Chevrolet. We've got them here at Teeter's. So come on out and shop us real soon. Remember, like I always say, the more we invest in our youth, the less we'll spend on prisons later.
Go to OTC to get where you wanna be. A small college with big opportunities. Get the quality education you need. Affordable classes, convenience too. We bring out the best in you. Washita Technical College is the place to be.
Enroll today at Washita Technical College. You'll find instruction in a variety of high-demand fields, including Cisco, nursing, medical transcription, and others. You can also take your basics to transfer. Call us today at 337-5000. Get where you want to be at OTC. That's 337-5000.
Washita Technical College is the place to be.
Hi, this is Tony Warner from Malvern National Bank, a real community bank. We're working to make your banking as simple as possible. You can now bank from the comfort of your home on your PC with M&B Bank's Access Link. Transfer funds, check balances, pay all your bills through the optional bill pay service. No more checks to write, no more postage stamps to buy. We do it all. It's at www.mnbbank.com. It's just part of Malvern National's commitment to our customers. M&B Bank's a real community bank and proud to sponsor these Leopard football broadcasts.
For the first time in the history of Orr's Furniture in Malvern, we'll be closed on Saturday. Now, why would we close on the busiest retail day of the week? Because we need time to prepare for the biggest Bassett Factory authorized sale ever starting this Monday. We'll be busy marking down every item on all of our showroom floors in observance of the 100th anniversary of Bassett Furniture Industries. Bedroom suites, dining room suites, sofas, chairs, recliners, bedding, living room tables, entertainment centers, everything is included. Sale starts Monday at Orr's Furniture, Main Street, Malvern.
Claude Mann Stadium as the Leopards begin the fourth quarter. Second down and 10 from the 46-yard line. Roberts takes the snap, fakes to the fullback, gives to Morgan up the middle. Good gain, about 8 yards. It's going to be second down and 2, and the Leopards, Johnny, are starting to get a little momentum, starting to run downhill.
Hey, we're making blocks now, and take it for granted that, we are going against their second team, it looks like right now. But still, we're concentrating, we're motivated, we're not giving up when we're this far behind.
Now this is a good-looking second team. This is not a bunch of slouches they've got out there. They got number 13 back out, 24 is back out, 6 is back in. Looks like the coaches have rested some of those two-way starters about all they're going to.
Cordell to the far side. Kevin Bryant and Sean Williams in a twin set to the near side. Jace Roberts takes the snap, gives to Morgan on the right side. He picks up, still going down the left side, keeps breaking tackles, and gets across down at the 34-yard line. Nice run by Cliff Morgan.
Excellent run by Cliff Morgan.
That shows you he keeps his feet moving. You don't stop. You keep moving the pile. You keep pushing. You keep fighting, and you will make that first down.
Speaking of not stop, the AAA has instituted a new rule this year. It's called the 35-point rule. Once one team gets ahead of another team by 35 points, the clock runs continuously. It doesn't stop for out of bounds. It doesn't stop for incomplete passes. My understanding that timeout's the only way to stop the clock.
Twins to the near side for the Leopards. Split left. Jace Roberts in shotgun formation. Roberts takes a snap, looking to throw once again. He's throwing to the right side. Oh, what a play if he came down with it. And he does. Nice play by Sean Williams.
A great catch. He kept his feet back in bounds. Come down with it with the ball in play. Hey, that's an excellent play. Looks like an all-pro reception, right, Mike?
Hey, people, it's about 10:04 in the fourth quarter. Take a look at that tomorrow. The kid dances up on it, comes down, both feet inside, does the, looks like the, I don't know what you want to call it. He
hung in there by his tails. Wonderful
great
catch.
Great move.
Tobias to the far side now. Sean Williams and Kevin Bryant come to the near side in a twin set. Jace Roberts under center, takes the snap, gives once again to Morgan. He's going to be stopped right around the line of scrimmage. Well, may have lost a shoe on that play.
Yeah. No, Mr. Horner's back in. That's big number 75. I guess he's back in. They're taking a lot of these reserves out and running the first team back in. Mr. Horner got a hold of him, wasn't going to let loose.
That's right. The reserves, or the Ricebirds would like to preserve a shutout. Cliff Morgan came out of the game as he lost the shoe. We'll catch you up in just a moment with who the tailback is. And hadn't got a chance to see his number just yet.
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon in at tailback now for the Leopards. Roberts takes the snap.
Witherspoon's got some
pitches to Witherspoon.
Got some speed.
He's got some room to the left side.
That's a first down for the Leopards.
And another first down for the Malvern Leopards.
Devon Witherspoon is 10th grade that has moved up from the junior high. That's really got some move. He's an exciting kid. He's a little bit light, but I tell you what, he is quick, and we've seen him at the scrimmage at War Memorial. He can make some things happen, and we need somebody to give Cliff a rest every now and then.
LT Tobias checks into the game. Adam Cornell comes out. Kevin Bryant, Sean Williams to the near side. Tobias to the far side. Roberts once again in shotgun formation. Looking to throw to the right side. He's being pressured. Going to be almost hemmed up there. He breaks a couple of tackles, couple more. He's got some running room to the right side. He's at the 25, down to the 10. And gets down almost to the 5-yard line. What a scramble by Jace Roberts.
That's what you've got to have in a high school team, a college team, a pro team. You've got to have a quarterback that everybody's looking for when they get that can get away. Coach Nutt calls it escapability. Matt Jones shows. I'm not comparing.
I think Coach Nutt invented that.
He may. I'm not comparing Jones to Jace Roberts, but Roberts really showed some good moves there. It's a good one to watch tomorrow, people. Take a look at that play.
Kevin Bryant to the far side, Sean Williams to the near side as the Leopards once again first down. The give is to Cliff Morgan, goes out the middle, breaks a couple of tackles.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Malvern.
That's the way. That's one thing Coach Hart wanted to do. Now, it's not a 35-point ball game, so this clock stops again. I want to tell you something. Nobody's happier with that right now than Coach Eric Hart is.
So the Leopards get on the scoreboard now with 7:10 left in the fourth quarter.
It's one of those things. The Ricebirds, they threw some beef back up on that line, but I'm going to tell you, people, the Leopards were not going to be denied on this drive here late in the fourth quarter.
Josh Foriani set now to kick the extra point for the Leopards. Looks like there may be a little bit of confusion. The Leopards are missing a player.
We got plenty of time on the 25-second clock.
And I'm hoping we don't have to waste the time out here. Foriani now set to kick. The snap comes. The kick is up. And it is good. So it's now 35-7. 6:32 left on the clock here at Claude Mann Stadium. And the Leopards showing a little grit here late in the fourth quarter.
The Leopards just made a huge statement. We'll talk more about that when we come back after this word from our sponsors.
Live once again at Claude Mann Stadium, and Ron, I believe you got some information.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with that touchdown, the Summit Bank donates $25 to the Athletic Booster Club. Thanks, Summit Bank. For every touchdown the Leopards make this year, Summit Bank's going to donate $25.
And the Leopards set to kick off now. Ricebirds set to receive, and it looks like Sims on the right and Dancy back there as well. Nice kickoff, good and deep, fumbled, picked up right around the goal line. The Leopards have a chance to pin the Ricebirds deep, but Sims crosses the 20 out to the 25, where they're going to take over 1st and 10 with 4:56 left in the fourth quarter.
Tell you what, number 81, one of our Leopards got down there, that's Chase Thornton. Got a hold of him, held on, and made his tackle there because he wasn't too far from breaking that.
If he gets by Thornton, there's a lot of running.
If he gets, it's a foot race.
So the Ricebirds now, we'll see if they keep their starters in on offense.
Looks like we may have a new quarterback back there, Steve Allman.
Yeah. Steve Allman, yes, is at the quarterback position.
He's a 5'8 junior.
Nice stop there by the Leopards. The give, they were trying to go up the middle.
That's Potts. I'm sorry, that's Brian Hunter. Brian Hunter and Travis Potts play like that's big old number 63. I mean, he stood all by himself. 4:03 in the fourth quarter, people. Take a look at that tackle tomorrow afternoon.
Morgan McDonald on the run.
He came from his defensive end position. He just blitzed in to take out the tailback. I mean, he leveled him.
He was almost there to take the handoff. And the Ricebirds breaking huddle. Allman set to take the snap. He's got receivers to either side. The give is up the middle. Very deceptive play.
Big old Landon Petty's right there. Ran into Landon, and Landon actually backed him up. I think they're going to give him a little bit of forward progress. You run into big old number 67, and 9 chances out of 10, you're going to lose that battle. Landon's a big, strong, got a big foundation out of him, good, strong-legged kid, really a good football player.
Gain is to the 22. It's 3rd down and 13. 3:11 left in the ball game. Leopards down 35-7. So the Ricebirds milk the clock a little bit. 7 seconds left on the play clock. Allman steps under center. He looks to pass, but he got bumped by his fullback, and then the Leopards just swarmed, brought him down right around the 20-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress to the 21. Still a loss of 1 yard.
Well, it looked like Steve Allman reached out there to hand that ball, that fullback or that tailback on that off-tackle play they've been running all day, but the tailback or the fullback wasn't there, Johnny.
Well, we just had too many defensive linemen in the backfield. It just cluttered up the backfield, so he had no place to pitch it or toss it or hand off. So a great play by the defense.
And so the Ricebirds now set to punt. It's like 56. Well, I like to use these linemen as punters.
Ricebirds are going to run these athletes all over the field. They don't care what number they got. They just get them out there and let them play.
Nice kick. Sean Williams set to receive. He takes it on the hop and breaks a tackle, crosses the 40-yard line out to the 44-yard line. And the Leopards will take over 1st and 10 at their own 44.
He not only broke a tackle, he made Craig Yarbrough, the senior defensive end, number 64, missing. The 64 has been all over the field making a lot of plays, and he did a good job of making him miss him right there and getting some positive yardage on that punt return. 1:38, 1:37 clock's running. Leopards like to put another one up there for this thing. We wrap this thing up.
Jace Roberts still at quarterback for the Leopards. LT Tobias comes to the near side. It's like Sean Williams and Kevin Bryant to the far side. Once again, the twin set. Roberts in shotgun, takes the snap. Looking to throw over to the left side. He's got a man. Short pass. Picks up about 2 yards. Okay, I believe that was Sean Williams on the reception.
Okay, Johnny, how far was that pass? That was a long pass across the field.
That's about a 20-yard pass.
That's a well-thrown ball.
Well, let me tell you what they're trying to do. They're trying to push out the cornerback, get him out of the field, and then run our slot back in the open slot area. So you get a quick hitch, you turn around, and you have one-on-one out there in the back.
We're doing exactly what Coach Hart said he wanted to do. We're spreading them out and making them play the whole field.
Of course, you've got to believe at this point, too, the Ricebird coaching staff has said, keep everything in front of you.
That's true, Mike. That is true.
Roberts in shotgun, twins to the near side, split left. Flags on the play before we could get that one off. 26 seconds left in the ball game.
24, and the clock's running. Looks like that may be the last play of the ball game.
That was actually a delay of game against the Leopards. 12 seconds left now on the clock, and you're right, Ron, that may be the last play of the game. The Ricebirds are going to win this one 35-7.